Hello, everyone. Welcome to our training series. Today, we'll be talking about reputation management tips. Now, this is an important area, and we're going to explain why and how you can capitalize on that. So today's topics, we're going to talk about why your reputation matters, how to get online reviews, and some good reputation management tools that you should be using. All right, let's get started. So we're going to start by talking about why your reputation matters. Now, this is very important, especially in the interior design and remodeling niche, because one bad review can ruin your business. As you all know, when you head to a restaurant or if you do some type of service, if you have bad service or a bad meal, you are more likely to write a review than if you had great service. So being proactive to make sure that you get good reviews or to make sure that you get reviews at all is very important, because oftentimes when you do great service or you do great work, people are not inclined to write a review. But if you do bad service or if they get bad meal, they will tell others about it. So you want to make sure that you are reaching out to your current and past clients to let them know. And we're going to talk more about that, about how you get reviews. But in the design industry, perception is reality. So in a service design industry, how you're seen from the end user standpoint is reality to a lot of people. They're going to look at what your past projects were. They're going to look at the type of work that you've done, and they're going to look at what customers or clients have said about you. And so the perception is reality. So you want to make sure that people are talking positive about your business. And you honestly should want to know what other people think. Because a lot of times when you don't know and you assume, that's when you get in trouble. So your reputation, especially in the design industry, matters. So you have to be proactive at this. So with that in mind, how do you get reviews? How do you get online reviews? First thing you want to do, you want to set up and claim all of your major profiles on major review sites. So that's like Google, Yahoo, Bing, Foursquare, Yelp, House, obviously, and on and on and on. But what you want to do is you want to set up and you want to create profiles on all of these platforms. If they already have some of your information, or if they believe they have it, you want to correct it. Or if you had one but you haven't used it, go back to it, correct it, make sure everything is correct, is right. And you want to start to use this and have others use it. So first thing you want to do is ask people. I knew this is simple, but ask people for a review. Sometimes it may seem like just ask people, but a lot of times, like I said, if you've done good service or you've done a good project for a client, they may not even give it a second thought to hand you a review. But when you ask them for the review, oftentimes they'll be like, oh yeah, I'll be happy to do that for you. So at the simplest and easiest step, just ask for the review. Next, you want to send out emails to your existing and past clients. I had talked about this earlier, but you want to make sure that you are proactively sending out emails with information on how your current clients and your past clients can leave you a review on Google or on Yahoo, on Bing, on House. Send them the links. You want to respond to the reviews without emotion. If you're in any type of industry for a while, especially design, you're going to have some people that just are not going to like how you did their project. They're not going to like the customer service that they may have received from one of your employees, whatever it may be. If you receive a bad review, make sure that you respond to it. First of all, you need to respond to all reviews. But if you receive a bad review, make sure you respond to it immediately. And you try to resolve it and get to the heart of the issue. This actually happened to one of our clients. they received a bad review and they didn't know why. It was a client that they had that they just completed the project within the last few months, and they saw a bad review and they had no idea why. So they reached out to the client to get to the bottom of the issue, and they found out that one of the vendors or one of the contractors did one of the installations wrong that they didn't catch on the closeout when they did that final inspection. But the homeowner had an issue with that, and they, instead of reaching out to the designer, they left them a bad review. So the designer reached out to the homeowner, got to the heart of the issue, resolved it, had the contractor go back out there, reinstall it, at no charge. And the homeowner did a positive review, and now that homeowner is one of their biggest fans. They always talk about the customer service, how they helped them out, and it's all on how they handled the issue. They had a bad review and they didn't respond with emotion. They took a step back, found out what the issue was, resolved the issue, and turned that into a positive review. And like I said, now that's one of their biggest fans. So try not to use emotion when you respond to bad reviews, because if you're in business long enough, you will get a bad review. Just find out what the issue is and resolve it, okay? And lastly, make it easy for your end users or your prospects or clients to leave you a review. Develop a review card. This is an example of one here. This is one we have for ourselves, and we have a lot of our clients use this same type of card. And then where they create, or we create for them, a QR code where if the client or if the prospect puts their phone over that QR code, it automatically takes them to the link to leave them a review on either Google, Yahoo, Bing, House, wherever you want it to go, because you could create that. And this is just an easy way for them to leave a review, because the harder you make it, the less likely it's going to be for them to leave a review. So make it easy for people to leave a review. And we have examples of these. We have other examples of these. And if you want to have access to them, just reach out to you and we'll be happy to share. Some tools that you need to be using. So one of the reasons you want to use a tool, because reputation management is an ongoing process. This is not something that you do once a month or once every now and then. This should be an ongoing process. This is not a set it and forget it. This is something that you need to do and consistently follow up. So in the campaign management of the tool that you choose, it should be able to set up and claim the profiles on your behalf. So if you may not have the time to go out and search all the major profiles, the tools that you use should be able to do this on your behalf. It should be able to set alerts, so whenever you receive a review, it should let you know. So you're not always having to monitor, but that tool is monitoring on your behalf. So whenever you receive a review from Google, Yahoo, Bing, House, or wherever, it alerts you so you can reply. Because like I said, you want to reply to every review you receive, especially the negative review. A good tool automatically monitors and responds to your account. So you may have a canned response that says, thank you for your reply. So you may want to set up a canned response to reviews. Now, I don't suggest that you can do that, but we suggest that you personally respond to every review. But you can set it up if you don't have the time to have a canned review, and afterwards, when you have time, you could go back in there and change out that review for a personal one. Automate review generation. So a good tool will actually send out the emails on your behalf to your list, to all of your past clients, to your current clients, to ask them for a review. And this can happen through email, through text, or other means as well. You can get social media metrics on what's happening with other reviews, so you can look at what sites are producing the best reviews. So you may have reviews on Yahoo, Facebook, Google Hows, but you may have the majority of your reviews on Facebook. So you may want to direct more people to leave you a review on Facebook. So for any new prospects that you're trying to get into the fold, you can direct them to Facebook because that's where the majority of your reviews are. Or you may have in the metrics, you're getting bad reviews on one social media platform versus another. That may mean that one platform, one of your clients had easier access to, that you may want to augment that and get other reviews on that site. So you may have 8 good reviews on Facebook, 1 bad review on Google. So you may want to have some of those clients that did the review on Facebook to now do some reviews on Google to offset that. Or, like I said, reach out to that negative review and see if you can turn that around as well. Training and support. Now, you want to make sure that the tool that you use has some type of training, because there's a lot of tools out there, and I'm not going to get into all of the specific ones. I have a few here, but you want to make sure that the tool that you choose has good training and support, because every tool is different. They operate a little different. Some are easy to use and user-friendly, others are not. So you want to make sure that there's training and support for whatever tool that you choose to use. And like I said, do your research, because there's a lot of tools out there, and I just have a few here. Check out what the features are, what the pricing structure is, what the training is like, and pick the best tool that is applicable for you. But make sure you have some type of review tool to automate this process, because this will take time, but this is something that you need to do. All right, so that was just a few of the reputation management tips we have for you today. And feel free to reach out to us at the information on the screen. We are here to help. Whether we work with you or not, we have information here to help you and your company grow. Check out our resource library. There's a lot of information in that on our library in that link. We add to that every week, whether that be training videos like this, whether it's articles, whether it's webinars. We have a lot of information that we use to help our own clients that you have access to. So make sure to check out the resource library, use it however you like, bookmark that page, because like I said, we add to it weekly, and reach out to us because we want to hear from you. We want to be helpful to you. And check out the webinars we have. Next month, we're going to actually have a webinar on setting up your marketing plan for 2021. So you want to make sure to check out that webinar. That's going to be a dynamic webinar. We're going to give out a lot of value. We're going to share the same information we use to help our own clients. And at the beginning of every year, we meet with all of our clients to go over the marketing plan for the new year. And we're going to share with you the same type of information we share with them. So you want to be on that webinar. If you're watching this recording, there will be a recording of that actual webinar that you can find in the resource library, where you'll have access to all of the downloadable documents that we're going to share. So if you're watching this after December 16th, check out the resource library. Look for that webinar that will be on December 16th, so you can download the information, go through that webinar, because it's going to be a webinar/workshop. So it's going to be a lot of value there. So we look forward to seeing you on that webinar. We look forward to hearing from you to see how we can help. And if there are topics that you want us to cover, because we're doing this to help. So if there's anything that you don't find, that you can't find in the resource library that we can help, reach out to us, let us know. We'll be happy to do a training on it or do an article on it or help you out. So have a great day, and we look forward to seeing you in the future. All right, bye-bye.